Hello and welcome to Pointer. In the last session, we were looking at iterating circles, and we had this anonymous function which was inside of our SVGR. Problem with this is that it starts to look a little messy. It's a little bit long and lengthy for the PMAP. So I want to be able to extract this function and put it outside. So let's do a cut, and let's do name it a new function, new circle. NEWCIRCLE, and then we'll define a function out here called new CIRCLE Apple V. I'm going to move the indent in so that it looks a little bit better. I run it and it fails. It fails because because this circle here is not inside the scope of the SVGR anymore, and circle is limited to the scope of the SVGR. So in order to fix that, I need to convert this into a compound. So the first thing I do is I could do %C %. That makes it into a compound. A compound is basically something that turns a collection of elements, or it bundles a collection of elements with a function and inside the scope of an SVGR. So now I can use the new circle, and it works. Okay, well, what about fill? All right, let's add a new tib column. I'm going to call the column name fill, and I'm going to add entry value of red. I do a commit. Now they're all filled with red. It ignores this fill equals none and uses what's inside the tibble. Okay, I can modify the colors. Looks like we have that one selected. If I go colorable, green, it turns into green. If I want to select this one, I'd go select this one. Okay, you get the idea. Now I want to add some labels to my circles. In other words, when I look at this, I want to see a label with a word on these. I can add labels. Let's call it label. So first let's add it. Let's go back to add a new tib column. And it's going to be a character string, and I'm going to call it label. For the sake of argument, we'll call it dog. Commit. All right, now we have a label here. They're all labeled dog, but I don't see it here. What I want is I want to be able to take this, and I want to now say, okay, if the number of columns is greater than 0, I'm going to make this into a G, which groups it. I could also use list. And then I'm going to take a text. Okay, label, comma, CXY equals CXY of 1. Don't forget my comma. Commit. Oh. Bracket. Oh. L-A-B-E-L, comma. Remember, it's label. Commit. Now we have lots of dogs. If I want, I can select this guy, and I can go over to the label, hit picker, and type in cat. Now when I can't see it, but that's become a cat. So I can now go through and I can add, edit things as we did before. I think that's enough for this session. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe. And remember, COVID is real. Thank you.